Want to start the year feeling closer as a couple? Here are 10 conversations you should have. Now, every December, January, many couples talk about finances, what to do for the next year, where to travel to, but very few sit down to talk about how the relationship itself actually felt. It's not so much about logistics or experiences, the emotional experience of being together. And that's why many couples drift. Not because they don't love each other, but because they never pause long enough to really understand what's happening between them. So here are 10 conversations that couples should have of the past year and what to do moving forward. Conversation 1. How did the last year feel for you in our relationship? Now, this isn't about your personal achievements or what you achieved as a couple. It's more about what you felt emotionally in the relationship. Did you feel love according to how you want to be loved? Or did you feel that you are putting in more work in the relationship? Were there moments where you felt especially close or especially distant? And did you feel that you are moving forward as a couple emotionally? This question gives your partner the permission to talk about things that they may have buried inside just to keep things going. Conversation 2. What moments made you feel most appreciated and most overlooked? We often assume that our partner knows that we are trying, but sometimes the effort doesn't land or our partner doesn't see our best efforts. Asking this question makes you uncover what you may have overlooked or makes you discover that certain actions were more important than you thought. And remember, all these questions are not so much about blame, it's about understanding impact. Conversation 3. What was the hardest part of the past year for you personally? This question shifts the conversation from me versus you to us versus the world. Because your partner might have been experiencing fear, stress, pressure that has got nothing to do with you, but somehow it impacted the relationship. Understanding this builds empathy instead of resentment. Conversation 4. When did you feel the most disconnected from me this past year? And the important thing after asking this question is to listen without defending yourself. Because the word disconnect has a little negative connotation to it, so many people will try to defend themselves by saying, oh, that wasn't what I meant to do this. But remember, this is not about what you did, this is about what your partner felt. Because disconnection isn't failure, it's information. Information about what your partner felt when you did certain things, even though that wasn't your intention. Most couples grow apart not because of one big fight, but because of small moments that never got talked about. So listen more when your partner says that they are disconnected, because that could be one of the reasons that you guys drift apart. Conversation 5. How do we usually handle conflict, and is it actually working? Every person has their different way of handling conflict. Some people avoid, some people explode, some people shut down, some people over-explain. Now, there's no particular way of handling conflict that is better or worse than the other. It's just your characters and your couple dynamics. Understanding conflict is one of the most important part about how you communicate. So if it's working, improve on it. If it's not working, you have to change the way you talk about things you disagree on. Conversation 6. What do you need more from me moving forward? Now, the perfect partner doesn't exist. There will be things that you want more of your partner that you're not getting. Do you need more reassurance, more quality time, more patience, more initiative from your partner? And remember, you're not trying to change your partner. So don't ask for radical changes. Instead, ask for things that can be done realistically, but your partner hasn't been doing. Conversation 7. What do you feel you give a lot in this relationship that I haven't appreciated? This question uncovers what I call silent imbalances. Sometimes one person carries the emotional labor, sometimes it's financial stress. Because a relationship is almost never 50-50, sometimes you have to be the 70 to their 30, even the 80 to their 20, and sometimes you are drained, so you have to be the 40, 30, or even 20. And there can be scenarios whereby both sides of the party thought they were the 60 or even the 70. So naming these things creates appreciation and, more importantly, prevents resentment from building quietly. Conversation 8. What conversations have we been avoiding? Every couple has at least one conversation that they circle around but never truly face. It could be money, it could be intimate relationships, it could be family boundaries, it can be future plans. Avoidance doesn't make the problem disappear, it just delays the discomfort. So bring the honesty back into the room and address what you have to address. Conversation number 9. What would make this coming year feel emotionally healthier for us? Once again, you are not striving for perfection. You are not striving to be problem-free. You just want the relationship to be healthier. What do you expect to make the relationship feel more secure, more safe, more connected in the coming year? This is when you turn reflection over the past year into direction for the coming year. And the last conversation, what intention do we want to carry into the next year of our relationship? Now, this is more than just goal setting. Of course, you will have conversations like where do we want to travel to, how much do we want to save, but spend the time to talk more about things like we want more honesty in the relationship even though it might feel uncomfortable. We want more teamwork and less scorekeeping. We want more presence and less looking at phones. List down things that you guys can do in your everyday lives to make the relationship healthier and more connected. To end of this video, I want to say that healthy relationships don't happen by accident. They are built through conversations that many other couples avoid and courage that many couples don't have or postpone until it's too late. So if you're willing to have these conversations, I would say you're ahead of a lot of other couples. Share this with your partner, and I hope you guys start the new year with a more connected relationship.